Present-day Roossenekal, a small town rich in minerals and steeped in history. Hidden in these mountains, the Mapoch caves, a battle site of the 1883 Mapoch War. The 8-month-long war was the culmination of King Nyabela's resistance against the Boer Republic's tax demands and an imposing of settlement territories. Hundreds of amaNdebele Nzundza lost their lives after the Boer army besieged their fortress, cutting off food and water supply. Among the descendants of those who perished in this war, Joanna Setole. Setole says her yearly visit to Mapoch caves is to pay homage to her family who died in here. She says, I am here to visit the remains of my grandmother and my great-grandfather, because, they trouble me. These two, they trouble me in my dreams, telling me that they were not killed by the Boers. Instead, they died because of hunger. They were entrapped in the cave because of starvation, and that's how they died in there. The yearly celebrations of King Nyabela Day are filled with various festivities. However, for the many who flock here, this is akin to a pilgrimage.
This cave inside there, it has some shaft. So those shaft, Mapoch the first, one netwa inkosi ungwane maseko to design so that now we could have our own hidings. So that's the nature of us as Ndebeles. So that's why I'm saying, I repeat it again, it is our annual healing place. So I celebrate. Before I go home, I'll be around in a flowing stream. I'll just get in and get out, and I know that will be my healing.
The celebrations are 2 days long, allowing those in attendance to socialize and enjoy the natural attractions. However, for others, the trek to the cave starts much earlier.
We don't come here to party or for a good time. We come here to pay homage to our forefathers, and after we perform our rituals, we go back home.
While the root of the Mapoch War was because of territories and monies, it was the protection offered to King Nyabela's neighbor, Kgoshi Mampuru II, that broke the camel's back. It is in these caves that Mampuru was hidden and protected by King Nyabela after he killed his brother Kgoshi Msekhukhune. King Nyabela, in his refusal to surrender Mampuru to a Boer delegation that was sent to arrest him, told them that he had swallowed Mampuru and the Boers would have to remove him from his stomach. 140 years later, a brotherhood between the two royal houses remains intact.
Relationship between Bapedi and the Ndebeles should continue. It must continue. The reason being, it needs to be maintained. For that, because our great-grandfathers decided to come together, especially during those difficult days, to fight against the oppression, against those white colonialists. So for us, who are we not to continue with what they have done before? So as Bapedi, we need to support amaNdebele, especially during their festivities. We also expect the same from them.
Despite having stubbornly waged a war for months, King Nyabela descended this mountain and finally surrendered himself and Kgoshi Mampuru to the Boer army. While the two were initially sentenced to death, only Kgoshi Mampuru was hanged at the present-day Kgoshi Mampuru prison in Pretoria. King Nyabela's sentence was changed to life imprisonment by President Paul Kruger. Presently, King Mapoch III sits on the amaNdebele Nzundza throne. Mahlako Komane, SABC News, Roossenekal in Limpopo.